Drama, treachery, and numerous "I told you" moments abound in the romantic triangle. In the end, Papoose might prevail since it seems like karma has finally shown up. The captain merely exploited her for financial gain and attention, and Remy is today suffering with the fallout from her choices. They exemplify black love and even offered men relationship maintenance tips on reality TV. They used to be hip-hop's most formidable tandem. But when Remy and Eazy grew too close, many people started making fun of them online. How had it come to this, and what had actually transpired? In the quickly changing entertainment sector, where partnerships can occur at any time, let's discuss it. Papoose's marriage became both a comedy and a fight rap. It appears that karma is now bringing Remy down to earth. Their steadfast friendship, selflessness, and commitment made their love story unique among Hollywood romances, and their admirers stood by them the whole time. Papoose and Ma appeared to be different for 15 years. Despite problems that would have ruined other couples, they continued. Many people thought Papoose would move on, let go of the past, and start over after Remy Ma was sentenced to 6 years in prison in 2008, but he did the opposite. Because of Papoose's deep and unshakable love, which persisted even in the most trying times, their relationship became something truly remarkable. He showed that his love was more than just for the fun times by staying by her side instead of leaving. He supported her through the difficulties, the pain, and the times she felt like the world had failed her. Papoose did more than simply support her. He stood by her side, was there to support her and make sure she never felt alone. But his father's devotion and love were so intense that they almost cost him his freedom. In a purported act of devotion, he tried to sneak a skeleton key into Remy Ma's prison cell. If that scheme had been successful, it may have. In actuality, though, it sounds more like a scenario from a Hollywood movie. The kind of love that most people only dream of is when somebody would sacrifice everything for his girlfriend, but things didn't turn out the way he had hoped. Even though he escaped serious legal problems, Papoose was prohibited from contacting her for 6 months when the key was discovered by authorities before it reached Remy. The majority of people would have needed to rest. But Papoose was different. He took a step back, let go, and continue. Rather than faltering, he became even more determined. When it seemed that this love story could not get any more unlikely, Papoose shocked everyone by marrying Remy Ma while she was still a prisoner. Think about the fact that most men would have walked. Papoose made a bigger promise during Remy's 6-year sentence. He would not let their love be defined by the prison walls. As a result, he never faltered in his convictions or allowed anything to weaken his loyalty in a culture where infidelity scandals are frequent and even the most powerful people are exposed. Although that relationships fail under duress, Papoose stuck to the woman he had chosen, avoiding gossip, diversions, and turmoil. As the first person waiting for Remy Ma, he was present to welcome her when she eventually emerged from the prison gates in 2014. Prepared to follow their aspirations and build the life they had always dreamed of, they had a lasting and deepening affection. When their daughter, Remy, was born in 2018, their happiness was even greater. Mackenzie was a beautiful addition to their family. Despite the fact that he had a son from a prior relationship and Papoose had 3 children of his own, they spent years together creating a special and seemingly impenetrable family. They were hip-hop love personified. Known as pair goals, they proved that real love, dedication, and commitment could endure in a field where partnerships are infamously short-lived. Even the most timeless love stories can occasionally take unexpected turns, as everyone is aware. Rumors started to surface in June 2023, raising questions about the supposedly perfect marriage. On Father's Day, Remy Ma, who had always been happy to show her love for her spouse, suddenly ceased sharing any heartfelt photos or words on Instagram, drawing notice from her admirers. The silence was tolerated by a couple who had always been vocal about their love, but the murmurs developed into something more. Everyone was shocked when rumors of an affair between rapper Eazy Block Captain and Remy initially appeared on the streets. The matter reportedly escalated from hearsay to a more serious situation when Papoose and Eazy got into a physical brawl during a Chrome 23 rap battle sponsored by none other than Remy herself, left everyone feeling perplexed. Guy Gotti went one step further in September 2013 when he publicly accused Remy of cheating. This claim was bold and straightforward, not just a murmur or small rumor in the industry. Was it, in fact, Eazy and Remy? When the claim was first made public, Remy was completely silent, neither denying nor explaining. But sometimes quiet is more powerful than words, and for the fans who have followed their romance for over 10 years, that silence was unavoidable. Notwithstanding that, another small but significant fact surfaced. Remy ceased using the name Remy Mackie, which had previously denoted her association with Papoose. Instead, she reverted to the notion that their marriage would be completely ruined when she quietly dropped the word Mackie from her name. To those who had seen their relationship, it initially seemed like a little change, but to others, it symbolized something far more important. She had proudly worn Papa's last name as a sign of their love and dedication for years, but she was ending that relationship. Papoose ultimately came out in the most daring way imaginable on Christmas Day 2023, after keeping their relationship a secret for some time, by sharing a picture of Remy with another man. The fact that Remy was at home with their daughter while he was elsewhere became evident as a result. The incident truly took everyone by surprise. Last Christmas, while I was at home with my toddler, his caption sent social media into a frenzy. Like it wasn't enough. But in a later article, he went farther and said that Remy didn't want a divorce because she didn't want the world to know the truth. Now that I've moved on, she's mad and making up stories, she stated. I told her that we could divorce like adults, but she won't believe me when I tell her that I didn't dump this idiot. Its romantic tale, which had inspired innumerable others, was abruptly destroyed, and the pair that had once been a. The conversation came to an abrupt halt when podcast host and famed combat rapper Joe Budden made a shocking admission. To exacerbate the situation, the emblem of unwavering black love had unpredictably turned into the main topic of the year's most turbulent hip-hop divorce. An audio tape supposedly featuring Eazy Block Captain, the same battle rapper Remy was allegedly associated with confessing to their affair, was apparently leaked by Joe Budden in a since-deleted tweet. Was not merely conjecture or a rumor. The recording made explicit reference to anything improper, but validated the months-long speculation of supporters. Despite sounding natural, the voice on the video was filled with acceptance and remorse that his relationship with Remy was now well known. He reportedly stated, I should have known that I was in New York, that I was in the ring that I knew, and I got too comfortable. Even if the message was quickly taken down, this would still spread like wildfire thanks to screenshots, reposts, and heated discussions that are never forgotten online. All of a sudden, this was concrete evidence rather than mere speculation, and Remy was only concerned with limiting the harm rather than. Remy shocked everyone by denying the claims when she made public the private text exchanges between Papoose and boxing sensation Claressa Shields in December 2024. Papoose allegedly called Remy a narcissist, so these conversations were not lighthearted. When Claressa made her affections for him public in an emotional Instagram video, she didn't try to hide their growing relationship. He admitted that he was unhappy with their failing relationship and even hinted that he was ready to start over with someone else. I love you really, really hard, says Papoose, and I'm delighted I have someone who feels the same way. Despite no one asking, Papoose mended my boot because it wasn't knotted correctly. He is quite charming. I expect the best from someone like him because I am the kind of person that does. When Papoose, the embodiment of loyalty, encountered someone who truly respected him, his biggest admirers were taken aback and began to wonder whether a new love story was about to start. Caused social media to go into overdrive, Remy became agitated as Papoose stood up. Remy officially admitted that her relationship with Eazy Block Captain, The whispers was more than just a rumor when she proudly stood by Claressa Shields during her massive struggle against Danielle Perkins during her Chrome 23 Read the Room event. During his performance, he said, "Remy loves me." The internet went crazy, the crowd roared, and Remy and Papoose's romance ended. However, karma tends to catch up. It seemed like Remy and E were moving forward together when everything suddenly changed, but this time everything went against Remy. When news of E's adultery began to circulate in early 2025, the drama appeared to have peaked, but a new revelation completely upended the narrative, putting Remy in. Before, Papoose had come under fire for assisting her in an odd circumstance, but now many were unsure if she would reciprocate. Would she eventually discover screenshots of private conversations, texts, and even one that was truthful? Or would she choose to disregard the evidence and stay? The suspicions grew more intense, and the truth emerged when a blurry video of a simple but deadly situation appeared on social media. Once an unbreakable couple, their intense love was now weighed down by scandal. By now, the love story had become a turbulent hip-hop soap opera. The most crucial decision of the day is whether Remy would continue to be with Eazy or come to terms with the fact that she left a boyfriend for someone who never truly appreciated her. According to the text, Eazy was talking to several ladies at once. His decision to keep Remy and the other women a secret startled fans. Did Remy actually leave behind a good and devoted wife for a man who didn't intend to stick with her? The issue was made worse by lyricist CB's response. She went on to say that while she couldn't verify the accuracy of the statements, although she didn't say they weren't real, she wrote strange things about trust and betrayal. Remy and Eazy did not reply, and Eazy did not try to provide any clarification. People started to conjecture that she was either ignoring the reports or was just holding off on speaking until the perfect time. As more and more secrets are revealed, people are starting to have their concerns. No one could have predicted how quickly Eazy and Remy's romance would end. Will Remy leave him or stay with him in the end? There is no doubt that this hip-hop relationship has turned into a significant drama that seems to have no end in sight. Our relationship with her man is weird. Some felt sad for Remy since she had abandoned a faithful husband and received the same treatment as when she had cheated on him, while others blamed Eazy for being dishonest. Without remaining silent, Sam quickly stated that she had no reason to. Fans started to question whether Remy was lying, in denial, or just unsure of what to do next when she stated that there was more to the story and that people should wait before making judgments. The battle rap community was keeping a close eye on the subject, but Eazy decided to act like nothing was going on and kept quiet about the rumors. Would he have to face the reality, or could he just keep quiet forever? Was a real drama, no question about that. Was far from done. Everyone on the internet was anticipating what Remy would do next, and new secrets were being disclosed daily. Rather than remain silent, she went live on Instagram to clarify that she had nothing to do with Eazy. People were trying to damage her reputation, she added, calling the rumors untrue. Despite her protests, her name was now linked to one of the most contentious battle rap artists. She angrily declared, "I worked hard for my spot in battle rap, so I don't need to be involved in this mess through the mud." It became clear that the issue was becoming worse every day with every new detail that emerged. Additionally, Remy said nothing about the battle rap scenes, conflicts resulting in the belief that she was trying to manage everything discreetly and was just too embarrassed to speak. Additionally, after being silent for months as Remy and E's relationship gained attention, Papoose has decided to voice his thoughts on social media. The entire truth would eventually come to light once more, and this time, the person revealing it would not remain silent. In a post that spurred followers to debate, he made no reference to anyone, but everyone was aware of who he was talking about. According to early responses, although some fans thought Papoose had every right to feel this way, others questioned if he was. Even though he hasn't spoken out or directly addressed the charges, the battle rap scene is closely watching him to see whether he will speak at some point or if the truth will be exposed in another way. While he deals with the same betrayal she ripped from him, Remy is enjoying himself. Even as she hasn't spoken out yet, it's clear that the once unbreakable relationship has devolved into one of the messiest hip-hop feuds in recent history. It is debatable among her supporters whether she truly envisioned a future or if she was simply caught up in the moment's thrill. Papoose shows no regret and is committed to both his new romance and his business. He seems to be growing closer to Clarissa Shield over time, and the two have been spotted together more often, as if they aren't concerned about Remy. Be the most difficult period of her life, she left behind a faithful spouse for a man who may have been unfaithful all along, and now she must cope with the same treachery that she rejected in the past. As the plot develops, it becomes clear that it is a full-fledged hip-hop soap opera rather than just a love triangle. The scene is being watched by everyone to see what will happen next. As other fans have stated, he was only exploiting Remy's notoriety and power to boost his career and never took her seriously. If that were the case, Remy may have made the worst decision of her life by leaving her. In a relationship that never really had a future, Papoose was a good husband, but he's not just moving on. He's making sure everyone knows it in public by making mysterious statements and seeming confident and happy. He claims he has no regrets and appears to be enjoying the. Since Remy is currently going through the same anguish that she once caused him, the whole situation has turned into a terrible story that nobody could have predicted. Is there more going on here, or is this just karma exacting punishment on Remy? Tell me if someone is missing, please. The following remarks with your opinions along with. Thank you for watching, as always.